Yo, look, if I show you the place I'm from, you wouldn't believe how I got this far. I'm the rose that grew out the concrete, aka the shooting star. Back then I didn't have no guidance, didn't even know how to use these bars.
Okay, hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm JD/Jordy and I'm the CEO and founder of JD the brand. I wanted to do an overview of my Rottn collection release, you guys, because I'm dual enrolled right now. I did not have the time to do it behind the scenes, but I did want to explain every piece I made, what the process was like, how I edited the pictures, and yeah, just explain the whole vibe of it. So my whole idea was kind of like Eve, Rotting Apple, Hoodwinked, as well as kind of like Snow White, a little bit of Sleeping Beauty, a little bit of like all of those things mixed together, like Big Bad Wolf. I was thinking about doing furs, so that's why I released 3 fur pieces ahead of my collection release, because I wanted everything to kind of tie together. But let's get into all of the pieces, you guys. Okay, so piece number 1 is the Sasha halter. It's reminiscent of a D-squared halter top. I wanted it to be a piece that you could just layer on over a cute bandeau. I like pairing it with the red. I feel like all of the colors, I kind of planned it accordingly. I wanted them all to complement each other. I also wanted a little bit of contrast. So I feel like including a color like this plum was something I was really looking forward to. I really wanted to work with some deep purples and rich colors. So yeah, I'm obsessed with how this turned out. I feel like it's also versatile. You could wear it crisscross, you could wear it how it's made. You could even wear it as like a belt or kind of switch up how you wear it. I feel like it really is versatile. So yeah, let's get into the next piece. Okay, piece number 2 is a little red bikini top. I wanted it to look like it was decaying. I wanted it to look like it was rotting. I wanted it to look like you bit an apple and now you're becoming an apple. Like, I really wanted it to be a very eclectic, strange piece. I was also inspired by armor. A lot of my pieces are inspired by armor. This is very see-through though, y'all. So I'm like, maybe the next one I make, I'm gonna add more so that way it fully covers in case somebody doesn't want it to be see-through. I feel like you could also wear pasties. I don't know, like certain people don't like see-through pieces. So I want my pieces to appeal to all types of individuals and all comfort levels. This is so eclectic. I feel like I would wear this on the beach. I would wear this with a long red skirt. I would wear this with so many different pieces. I would wear this over something. I would maybe even wear it like crisscross to the side. I don't know. I really like this piece. This is probably one of my top 3 favorite pieces in this collection. Okay, next piece I made a bralette. I actually had to make a bra for a customer, so keep in mind I was experimenting a little bit with this prototype and the hardware. I didn't have any of the black eyes and hooks. I personally wanted to just sew eyes and hooks on the piece myself and make a little patch that matches it. But for the sake of making a prototype for my collection release, I just threw on one of the ones that I had, even though I feel like the silver really just does not go with it. For a customer version, I'd probably take a fat quarter that's red and sew eyes and hooks on it and make a little piece because they're not that hard to make. It's wool and then it's recycled nylon, so I feel like using sustainable fabrics is probably one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making this piece. I like making bras. I also like making bralettes. I like making pieces that I can envision a customer wearing, and I feel like even this with a long skirt, something flowy, something lace would be really cute. So yeah, I'm gonna experiment a little bit more with maybe adding ruffles or switching up the way that I do bralettes, but I would probably say this was my favorite piece to work on because I love the gray, I love the red. You guys, gray is my favorite color, so if there's gray in a piece, I'm going to automatically love it. But yeah. Okay, so next 2 pieces I made a video on, and they're called the Bitten mini skirts. One is dark cherry, and then the other one, y'all, I don't know the name of it. Let me actually check real quick. And the other one is plum to go with this top. So I'm gonna show you guys plum first. I wanted there to be quite a bit of contrast with this one. Like, you could wear it with a halter top, but you could also wear it with something that's long, white, flowy, cute, more piratey. I don't know. Hopefully you guys get the kind of vibe I was trying to give with this skirt. I had a customer that asked me for this pattern in a dress, and I really wanted to make something similar where I experiment a little bit. I was debating between doing this kind of pattern. I don't know if you guys can see, but I really liked how the fishnet looked. Dark cherry is my favorite out of the 2. I put a lot of work into this one. It was not easy to work with the yarns, like these two down here. You guys, I had the same size hook. I could not find any of my crochet hooks. So I was kind of freaking out because I had maybe 2-3 days before my collection release. I was crocheting these at 2 in the morning. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to use this hook and make it work as best as I can. But you can kind of see where the yarn snagged, you guys. Like, I was not having an easy time, but I really love how it turned out. I feel like mixing these two colors together like I did right here and like I did right here makes it pop. Like, you could wear it with red, you could wear it with pink. And I feel like it's such a unique item. Next is the Rottn bandage tank. I spent maybe 4 days working on them, you guys. This is prototype 1. It's way too small for me personally. I didn't want it to be that deep cut, but it helped me experiment with where I wanted the placement for the images on the back to go. I actually designed and printed these all myself, which I like doing graphic design, but I never layered 2 images on top of each other. So I feel like this was me experimenting with, okay, what works, what doesn't, what's my style when it comes to graphic design and putting my images on my clothing. Prototype number 2 came out almost perfect. I ran out of fabric. I could not find this fabric. So I was low-key freaking out, but this one is my absolute favorite. I'm still gonna wear this one. But let me show you guys prototype number 3, which is the final version. So prototype number 3. It looks like it's too big, you guys, but it fits absolutely perfect. Like, it's so perfect. It fits like a glove. I like this fabric a lot more too. This one was so easy, you guys. So I feel like this material is definitely what I'm supposed to be working with anyway. For the Rottn shorts, I made them to go with the tank top. I wanted them to be kind of more plain. I wanted it to be like maybe one piece is more eclectic than the other, but they still go together and mesh really well. So yeah, and then this is my Lady Liberty headband. I started working on headbands for Rottn. I did release it a little bit before, I think 2 weeks before. I wanted to kind of put out a teaser of everything that was going to release in Rottn. But yeah, this is my favorite. My mom actually helped me come up with the name Lady Liberty because it reminded her of the crown that Liberty wears. So I wanted this headband to be kind of dainty and girly but rough around the edges, and I feel like it gives that vibe. This is probably one of my favorites to just throw on because a lot of people like how it looks. Last item for the Rottn collection is the Dorothy headband. I feel like this reminded me a lot of watching The Wizard of Oz or Oz as a kid. And I really liked the style behind it. So I was thinking, okay, how would I make that my own? Add some spikes, make it look kind of grunge. This was me just experimenting, but I really love how it turned out. But yeah, you guys, that's everything I made in my Rottn collection. I also made this top that I actually planned on releasing in my Rottn collection, but I didn't have enough time. But yeah, y'all, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna have a style one piece 3 ways Valentine's Day edition releasing soon. So yeah, I'll see you guys next video.